Okay, we're going to do a little review of Pythagorean theorem using a right angle triangle. And in this scenario here, we are going to be calculating the length of the hypotenuse here. All right, so reviewing the sides of a triangle, the longest side of the triangle is always known as the hypotenuse, and we call that side C. Side A stands for altitude, vertical portion, and then side B, the base. And so from this, three sides of our right angle triangle, we have Pythagorean theorem. I'll just write that out. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. All right, so that's Pythagorean theorem for review. So in this case, we are going to use it to just figure out side C. So I'll give you some values here. So side A is 12 and side B is 16. So in this case, the formula is already transposed. So C squared is isolated by itself. So we just have to get rid of the square. So I'm going to rewrite this. C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. All right, and we're just going to fill in some values here. So square root of 12 squared plus 16 squared. There we go. And I'm going to pull up my calculator. So now punching this in the calculator, we are going to go, so putting this in our calculator, we're going to go square root, bracket, 12 squared plus 16 squared, and bracket. So when I do it this method, it's going to do what's inside the brackets first, solve for it, and then take the square root of that. And our answer should be 20. 20. And so that's how we would solve for the hypotenuse. So let's try another one out here. In this case, we're going to calculate the length of side A. So we're given a hypotenuse value of 25, and our horizontal value is 20. So we're going to figure out the length of side A. So we'll start with our formula. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. And I have to isolate side A. So A squared is going to be equal to C squared minus B squared. So we'll just subtract that. And then to get rid of the square, we just square root both sides. And we're left with A is equal to the square root of C squared minus B squared. And we'll fill in the values. Our A is 25, square root of minus 20 squared. And so square root 25 squared minus 20 squared. So square root bracket 25 squared subtract 20 squared and bracket equals 15. There you go. Okay, let's try one more here. This case, we're going to determine the length of side B. We have a hypotenuse value of 100, and we have vertical side is 60, and we want to know what side B is. So once again, we are going to start with our basic formula. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. We're going to get B by itself. So B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. And to get rid of the square on that, we just square root both sides. So B is equal to square root C squared minus A squared. Fill in some values. Square root 100 squared minus 60 squared. And we'll just put that in the calculator. Square root, bracket, 100 squared, take away 60 squared, and bracket equals 80. And there we have it. Side B is 80. Okay, I'll do a quick video next of review of trig, and we'll see you there.